Here in Philadelphia, Citizens Bank Park, interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. First pitch coming your way next. And our pitcher tonight, Christopher Sanchez. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
Just about to get underway, Miles Straw getting ready to hit. Missing inside underway here at Citizens Bank Park.
First pitch, 6:40.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes. In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. On the ground, right side, a rise. And the first out of the game is an easy one.
Batting second, first base.
Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, against a talented pitcher, it's crucial to disrupt his rhythm. Use bunts to get him off the mound and moving around out there. If he's in a flow, step out and break his timing. When he throws in the zone, you might only get one pitch, so you don't want to miss it.
And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And you know, if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever, if they do at all.
Ball one.
Top of the first, just getting started here in Philadelphia.
Nope. Outside.
High fly ball down the left field line. Carrying well. And it is out of here. He sends a rocket to left. The Blue Jays on the board first. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
One down. In steps the man they call Captain Kirk. And that one wrapped foul.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
That's in there. No balls, 2 strikes.
Pretty good pitch. Backed up a little bit, expecting it to go middle away, and it just sort of stayed on the inside corner. Probably good take, because he would have gotten jammed had he swung the bat.
Out towards right center field. Crawford on the move to the gap. Pulls it down and he makes the catch.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
calls that one foul. Two down, nobody on. And there's a foul ball. The 0-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Toronto picks up 1 on this homer. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here, Citizens Bank Park, and the starter for Toronto, Dylan Cease. What do we have on him?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Schwarber in the box here and fouls it off for strike 1. The 0-1. Right there for a strike.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
0-2 now.
Ball.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
The 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Another 1-2. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Gets him. 1 away on a drop third strike.
Batting second, shortstop Trey Turner.
And time now for the Phillies lineup. With an excellent arm on the mound, Singy, this won't be easy. They'll need to take advantage of the opportunities that they do have.
You're right about that, Boog. Odds are they won't have many chances against this guy, but if they can rattle him out of the gates, they'll have a shot. If not, look out. It might be a long day for this offense.
Trey Turner with a chance now. And that skips in the dirt.
That's a ball.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
Lifted in the air, right center field. And it falls. And the tying run is on base.
Batting third, right fielder Bryce Harper.
Ball.
One down, Phillies down a run. The 1-1 comes up empty. That's strike 2. walked off the plate that time.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead. Doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
2-2 now. And down on strikes he goes. And Harper down on strikes.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Quick toss to first, and Turner's back in. Luis Ariz stands in.
Ball one.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball one. Turner off of first with 2 away. Here's a 1-1. He swings and hits a fly ball center field, and that'll get down for a hit. And now 2 aboard.
He made that look easy, keeping his bat in the zone on plane for a long time. That leads to a high contact rate and more barrels, Boog. Even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
In there at the knees for a strike. Here's a high chopper. Jimenez gets him easily, ends the inning. Phillies leave a couple. They trail here 1-0. All set for the start of the inning. And now for the Jays, Nathan Lucas. Foul ball there. And now the 0-1. That one fouled off. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that's the first out.
That was a well-executed slider away for the strikeout right there. First 2 pitches filled up the zone and got him ahead 0-2 in the count, and at that point you can start expanding the zone as a pitcher. He made him chase and got the quick strikeout.
On the ground to third. In time to Bone. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
Batting 7th, second baseman Luis Urias.
2 outs, base is empty. And next for Toronto, Luis Urias. Good power, not great in the OBP department.
Nope.
Urias, 28 years old, and he's a native of Mexico. Two down, nobody on.
Ball.
2-2 now. Swing and a bouncer. Ariz tosses to first, and that is the third out of the inning. Blue Jays go down in order, but they're on top 1-0. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now for the Phillies, Brandon Marsh.
Brandon Marsh.
Ball 1.
The 1-0.
That's ball 2.
And
That's
another
ball
ball.
3.
That one
Nope,
misses.
that's ball 4.
So a
Take your
leadoff
base.
walk.
Batting
Well, just came
seventh.
apart right there.
Catcher,
4-pitch walk,
JT
and
Realmuto.
guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Fair ball. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. And he's got a double.
Now, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
This is Bryson Stott. Golden opportunity right here. On the outside corner, it's 0-1. Two in scoring position, nobody out. Bottom half of inning number 2. Next over in there for a strike. That's strike 2.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe.
In there, got him looking for the K. Huge strikeout there, and that one did miss, and the strike is overturned. So they've still got both their challenges. Marsh on third. Realmuto stands at second. No outs. Ground ball to the right side. The flip to the pitcher covering, but the game is tied as the run comes in.
Batting ninth. Center fielder. Justin Rocker.
To the right side. Knocks it down. Realmuto in to score. Not in time. He's safe.
Well, that's a frustrating way to fall behind in this one as the infield single drives in the run. And sometimes all you have to do is put the ball in play and you give your teammate a chance to hurry home.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. 0 for 1 so far. In the dirt, and that is ball 1. Sliced hard but foul. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Ball misses. Throw to second. Out of bounds. Safe.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game. And that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment. Our players are going to be running all game.
Man at second. And it's fouled off. Two now. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 away.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Right through there for a strike. Man on second, 2 down. Runner takes off at third. Pitch misses inside. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
I think he surprised everyone in the ballpark, and especially the pitcher. Wasn't a great lead there, but when he took off, I think he caught him off guard. Nice job to get to third.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. They limit the damage here. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We head on now to the top of the third. It's the Phillies 2 and the Blue Jays 1. Back at Citizens Bank Park, and now for the Jays, Davis Schneider.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Aye.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Ball in.
That misses the zone. 3 and 2 now. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Ball 1.
The 1-0. That one ripped, but foul. One and 2 here. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Nice job behind the plate there.
Up next for the Blue Jays, center fielder Miles Straw.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. One out man at first. Now here is Miles Straw. He's 0 for 1. And a foul ball. This one in the air, right field. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. Right past his coach, headed for the plate. The relay, he'll score easily. It's 2-2.
Up next for the Blue Jays, first baseman Kazuma Okamoto.
turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. The changeup missing. And now it's even 1-1. Way out front for strike two.
Very well executed changeup right there. If he can command the fastball consistently, that's going to be an important pitch in terms of him turning this outing around.
Here's a 1-2. On the ground, right side. And that one handled. The throw to first. Run scores, but a terrific play to get the out.
So important to really lock in on an at-bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back, but you've got to make sure you put the ball in play. Put it on the ground, brought that run in.
Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. Fly to center his first time. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Right through there for a strike. On the ground to short. Trey Turner gloves it. And that'll do it. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Phillies 2. Back here in Philadelphia, set for the bottom of the 3rd. Bryce Harper stands in for the Phillies.
I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Edge of the zone, called a strike, and it's 0-2. Now he's challenging the called strike. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. They'll keep both their challenges. This one in the air, center field. Strong settles under it. And there's one down.
Up next for the Phillies, second baseman, Luis Ariz.
Well, it looks like they want to be real patient with him today. Make him come in the zone. Challenge these hitters. Make him work hard for his outs.
That's ball 2.
Many times teams come in knowing that he can strike out the house. They're very aggressive because they don't want to fall into a 2-strike count.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Schneider gliding in towards the infield. 2 up, 2 down.
Up next for the Phillies, first baseman.
And now it's Alec Bohm. Grounded out his first time up. He swings and fouls one off. Two down, nobody on. That's to third. Springer whips it to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Phillies 2. Back here in Philadelphia, and now for the Jays, George Springer.
Well, these Jays did a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
Springer swings, belts one. Out to left. Jumps, but it's off his glove. And he's got a leadoff double in the fourth.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Swinging a ground ball, and it goes just foul.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Man at second. Called strike, a sinker at the bottom of the zone.
He's dealing with a great two-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
Hard hit left side. That's the first out in the top of the fourth.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the designated hitter, Ernie Clement.
So now with one away and a man at second, Ernie Clement, the next to hit.
Ball, that's down.
That one finds the corner. That's strike one. Swings and chases a low one there. That one lifted to left. Takes it in for the out.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
And the slider just misses. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Brooks Raley, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Kirkering getting loose as well. Man on second, 2 down. And another ball. That
Ball
one
three.
misses. Ball 3. Davis Schneider on deck for the Blue Jays. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Up next for the Blue Jays, left fielder, Davis Schneider.
Davis Schneider next up for the Blue Jays. He walked and came around to score his first time up. Breaking ball in there for a strike.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit and not an easy one to throw either.
Strike 2.
Ball.
Ground ball left side. They take the force out, inning over. Blue Jays leave a pair, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. Back here, Citizens Bank Park, ready to go. Bottom 4. Brandon Marsh stands in for the Phillies.
You know, these Phils showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Ball two.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Strike on the inside corner, and it's 2-1. Next offering is fouled back. 2-2 now. And that one hammered out of here. He flexes his power with that swing, and we're all square. It's 3-3. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Can't make contact with the sweeper.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Smoked on the ground a second. Handles, throws to first, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Third baseman, Bryson Stott.
Now the third baseman, Bryson Stott.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. 2 down.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Left field, Schneider towards the line, grabs it on the run, and that is that. Just one hit in the inning, but it was a big one right here as it ties the ball game. We're headed to the 5th. It's Major League Baseball on the show. We go to the top of the 5th, and now for the Jays, Andres Jimenez. Jimenez in his 6th season, 27 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And the 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That's way outside. And the count's even at 2. Now one
That's ball
miss.
3.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Out towards right center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. So he battled through a long at bat and earned himself a hit.
For the Blue Jays, center fielder,
You know what they
Miles
say, he
Straw.
couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there.
Line drive, and he goes airborne to make the catch.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Go ahead run on base. Kazuma Okamoto digs in now.
Ball one.
Swung on, belted. That one carrying. See you later. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and the Blue Jays have the lead now. It's 5-3.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. When you see a guy take a slider on the outside part of the plate and hit an opposite field home run, fires you up because not only is he flexing the muscles to show the pop, that kind of approach, you'll hit for a high average as well.
And the Phillies manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make a move. Christopher Sanchez won't go any further, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. Out of the bullpen for the Phillies, Brooks Raley.
Gets an opportunity to square off against his former team, so I wouldn't be surprised if he came out a little extra jacked up right here.
Ground ball up the middle. Turner fires over to first. Gets the catcher by a step.
Up next for the Blue Jays, third baseman, George Springer.
2 down, base is empty. George Springer next up for the Blue Jays. 1 for 2. And first offering is fouled off. Tap foul at the plate. Two down, nobody on.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
And he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes. The Jays get a pair on this homer. It's now a 5-3 ball game. Back at Citizens Bank Park, and here's the Phillies leadoff man, Kyle Schwarber.
Kyle Schwarber.
Ball one there. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. Still 2 challenges left for them.
That's a ball.
The 1-2. Good job to fight that one off. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
The 0-1.
Ball one.
The Phils down by a pair. Last half of inning number 5. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch.
I don't know how you take that one after the called strike on the corner, just a little bit off the edge.
Straight 3, and that's 2 in a row. He'll challenge, thought that was a ball. And after review, it was a ball. Good eye. So they've still got both their challenges. Chop back up the middle. Bounces into the outfield, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Bryce Harper to the plate. Swinging a foul out of play. Foul ball there. Got him. 2 down.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
That's a ball.
That one way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Turner leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And another ball. Alec Bohm in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. So a walk puts runners at first and second. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And it's a called strike after the review. They'll keep both their challenges. Quick move to first, and Turner's back in. And ball four, two aboard.
Not what he wanted to do there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive and gives this offense a good chance to cut into their deficit.
And here comes Alec Bohm.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
That's in there. Strike 1. Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Brendan Little, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Fisher getting cranked up as well. Two on, 2 outs. And fouled off. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. Phillies leave a couple. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3. back here in Philadelphia. Close game here, and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one. So they turn to the lefty in this spot, Jose Alvarado. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters. The lefty, the 1-0. And that one fouled off. The 1-1 is fouled off. Here's a 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Ball 2.
Got him. One down.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the designated hitter, Ernie Clement.
Ernie Clement will hit next. Hammered down the right side, but foul.
Ball 1.
On the ground.
Foul ball.
And that's just foul.
Nope.
Pitch misses. Full count now. Fights it off. He'll see another. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Payoff pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive. And that's low
Ball
for
4,
ball
pitches
4.
down.
That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Pretty good pitch on 3-2, right around the knees, but just no help from the umpire.
Ball 1.
Now quick throw to first.
No, he's
Clement
safe.
back on a dive. Man at first, one away. The 1-1. This one in the air, center field. Makes the grab.
Up next for the Blue Jays, left fielder Davis Schneider.
Now the left fielder, Davis Schneider. He's 0 for 1. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Foul ball, still 0-2.
Yep, that ball went out.
Right
That
side,
ball foul.
and foul ball.
That's a ball.
In the dirt. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swing and a miss. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Blue Jays held in check, and it remains 5-3. Back here in Philadelphia, bottom of the 6th, Brandon Marsh stands in for the Phillies.
Brandon Marsh.
Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1.
That's ball 2.
Gets him to chase after that one.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Got him swinging for the K. Picks up strikeout number 7. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Outside low, ball 1.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Next pitch misses, and now it's 3-2. Line drive, that's a base hit into right field. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Dylan Cease will depart. Just never found his groove, wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on, back in a moment.
Now pitching for
Chase
Toronto.
Lee taking over on the mound.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Runner on at first with one gone. Here's the third baseman, Bryson Stott. And the sweeper is off the plate.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game. Last two pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, you're going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Here's a 2-0. And that one fouled off. Quick toss to first. Real Muto back in there. The Phillies with the tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the sixth. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. And now 2-2. There goes the runner on the ground to the left. Over to first. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion.
That's what a good sinker is designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Got it started a little too early. Strike one. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. Here comes the throw, but it's offline. He will score, and they trail by one.
Well, back within one as he brings home the run. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
So 2 down. Here's a big power threat. Kyle Schwarber. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving. A walk or just a base hit. But you've got to stay within yourself.
0-1. Ball.
That one is absolutely belted. Way back there, it's got a chance. Caught just shy of the wall. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 5-4 ball game.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Tim Meza.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this year. Typically at least 1 an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
Stirring in the Phillies bullpen, Chase Sugar, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Killian also getting ready. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Up next,
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Hey!
Jimenez on at first, nobody out. That one catches the corner for a strike.
That's a ball. That's
Definitely
ball
a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Right through there, got it. One away.
Up next for the Blue Jays, first baseman Kazuma Okamoto.
And now it's going to be Kazuma Okamoto. He's already homered twice, the last one back in the fifth.
Just seems like he can't miss right now. Seeing the baseball as well as anyone on the field. Now, I know the odds are against him, but who's going to bet against this guy right now?
Here's the 0-2. Liner snagged it first. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end the inning. It's the Blue Jays 5 and the Phillies 4. Back here, Citizens Bank Park, set for the last half of the seventh. Trey Turner stands in for the Phillies. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And the tying run is on with a leadoff single.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they have the lead. Bryce Harper blasts one out the opposite way. And they jump in front in the seventh. It's 6-5. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time.
When you're lacking velocity, it's so critical that you move the ball around, change speeds, even try to trick the hitter at times. But when you give up a home run right there, manager doesn't have a lot of patience because the velocity is not there to overcome and get the swing and miss.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Chase Lee is done, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for
Out of the
Toronto,
bullpen for the
number
Jays,
60,
Lazaro Estrada.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Luis Arias stands in for the Phillies. That one ripped right center field. Full extension, makes the catch. What a play.
You love to see when a guy's hungry to make a play. Right there, an excellent diving catch. You can absolutely tell he was all in tracking that ball down.
Fought off foul. Two runs across in the inning. Here in the bottom of the seventh. Just missed.
Outside, that's a ball.
That's off
Ball
the mark.
three.
They're down 3-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Out towards right center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. And that's a 1-out single. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. He's already homered here in this one.
Aye.
Here comes the 0-1.
Ball, that's up there.
1-run game. 1 out. 1 on. Run around the move. Cut on and miss. Throw to second.
He's out.
Man, I see him trying to be aggressive right there late in this ball game. Try to add on to that lead. You know, I really like the thought, but it just didn't work out that time. Nice job by the defense right there to keep things right where they are in terms of the score.
Two down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss, and that will end the inning. But the Phils get 2 on this blast. It's now 6-5.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Chase Sugar.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Leading off for Toronto, catcher Alejandro Kirk.
Some bullpen action for Philadelphia. Joan Duran, the closer, getting cranked up for a possible save opportunity. Looking to get the tying run on base. Pitches in there, and it's 1-1. Swings through that one for strike 2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Here's a 1-2. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Pretty good strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Ball, that's out.
In for a strike. Went with the sweeper. Here's a 1-1. In the air to left center. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for the Blue Jays, right fielder Nathan Lucas.
So up next for Toronto, Nathan Lucas. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. The Phils trying to hold a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. Right through there for a strike. And a foul ball. One, two now. Stays alive. Way inside, gets out of the way. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. This one remains close. 6-5. Back at Citizens Bank Park. Their offense has produced a lot of hits so far, as we see from the spray chart.
Yeah, when a team has this many knocks, a lot of the time it gets clustered to one side or another. Not today. They're hitting it all over the field. Well, these Phillies, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've been lining the ball all over the ballpark, and unfortunately, sometimes it's right into a glove. But still, they've hit 9 line drives so far, and that's something they should feel very good about.
The 1-1 is fouled off. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
Oh, that high four-seam fastball has become such a great pitch for pitchers to finish hitters off. They're trying to stay back with 2 strikes, make sure that they can handle something off speed, and just with good spin rate, good rotation through the zone, elevate it a little bit, get a lot of swings and misses, and that's a really nice job right there.
2 away.
I'm not saying they do, but with the way they're squaring up the ball right now, it's almost like they know what's coming. They seem very confident at the plate.
So digging in, Justin Crawford. This guy can absolutely fly. I think one of the faster players in baseball. Fastball is outside. Fouled off left side. 2 down, nobody on. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. And it's fouled away.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Two down, nobody on. And delivers outside. This one popped up. Makes a nice running catch. And that's the third out. Phillies go down quietly in the inning as it remains a 6-5 ball game. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Joan Duran.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
Up and in, look out.
Oh, the adrenaline's pumping right there. Pretty good fastball. Unfortunately, it got away from him. He's going to have to corral things a little bit.
And that one is in for a strike at 95. And the count even at 1. This one driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied.
Talk about a clutch swing of the bat. He just changed this game in a big way.
So, Singy, this is a little bit of a surprise. A guy known for line drives hits one over the fence.
Well, if you're a little too early, you'll get some elevation in the ball, get out of the ballpark. For him, it's kind of a mistake. But you know what? When you have such a good approach, every now and then you're going to run into one.
That one in triple digits.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Back and forth we go, a seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. Strike 2. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, Jesus Sanchez. He represents the go-ahead run.
That's a ball.
One out, bases empty, and a run in here at the top of the ninth. This one smoked on its way out of here. It's their second home run of the inning, and they jump in front in the ninth. It's 7-6.
You're not going to be able to wipe the smile off his face for a while, Boog. He just changed the game. It's so tough to come in as a pinch hitter and have success. I mean, you really have to keep yourself locked into the game and ready at any time. So it's always impressive to me when someone jumps in there and hits it out. It's a huge lift for your ball club as well.
One down. Now here is Andres Jimenez. And that is out of play. One. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Marsh under it. Out number 2.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Joan Duran departs. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching.
Here's the new pitcher for the Phillies, Caleb Killian.
Well, walks have certainly been an issue for him this season, so we'll see what kind of command he has.
Stirring in the Phillies bullpen, Orion Kerkering appears to be getting loose. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Next offering is fouled back. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. 2 down, nobody on.
Ball 2.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. But they go deep twice in the inning, both solo shots. To the bottom of the 9th we go. Top of the order, due up. Blue Jays 7 and the Phillies 6.
Now pitching for
Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Tyler Rogers.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Kyle Schwarber.
Just missed. And there's
Ball
the ball.
2.
Well, an interesting situation. One swing you can tie up the ball game, but if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
That one's in there. Strike 1. And that's a strike. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's gone for the 4th time tonight.
Up next for the Phillies, shortstop Trey Turner.
Inside.
Inside.
Ball 1. Tap foul at the plate. And a count 1-2. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Phillies have just 1 out remaining.
No, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and he strikes out the first 2 hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated and that this is going to go quickly, but you got to go up there, maybe try to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
So they're down to their final out. Bryce Harper stands in for the Phillies. He's already homered in this game. That one's in there, and that is strike one. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. One strike away. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game.
Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win, Boog. They turned to him when they didn't have the lead. He kept things steady, and he's rewarded with the W.
One-run game here today. Your final score, 7-6. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.